Today, I'm going to a state park. There's something special about Maine State Parks this time of year, and I want to check it out. Around mid-September, the parks stop taking camping reservations, and camping is by first come, first serve only. I want to go to one of my favorite family camping destinations to see if it's available for fall camping. Unfortunately, around mid-October, they close the gates. You can still use the park, but you can't drive in. My plans for this trip have changed a little, so let's do something different. Let's talk about the KLR 650. Now, I only have about 400 miles on the KLR right now, but there are a few things that I've noticed on my trips so far. These are things that I didn't know about when I bought the KLR, and I wish that I had. Not because it would have changed my mind, but I might have set my expectations a little differently. Number one, and perhaps the most annoying thing that I've found, is when you're trying to find that sweet spot in the throttle, where you're not accelerating, but you don't want the full engine brake either. It's when you're coasting or going slightly downhill that it's very easy to get into a spot where the bike starts bucking. On, off, on, off. The throttle has a mind of its own. It's hard to keep it steady. It just feels a little unsophisticated. I'd like my throttle to be more forgiving when I might seem indecisive as to where I want it. I'm not sure if this is a problem with all KLRs or just mine, but my particular bike has developed an intermittent squeaky rattle coming from what seems to be the engine. I have a hard time pinning it down, but the intermittent noise is a little disconcerting. Now, it could be a body panel rubbing, or it could be a loose screw, or maybe a screw that's too tight. It could be the rubber mount under the fuel tank, or it could be a valve tap, or some other catastrophic engine issue. I haven't had any luck tracking it down, but I can say that I have better things to do while riding than to think about what this noise could mean for my new engine. It comes and goes, and I can really only hope that it goes away with the next oil change. You can hear it in this video clip. Everyone says that the vibration you get with the KLR isn't that bad, but I disagree. I think the vibration is terrible. There are times when I can feel it in my teeth. You can especially feel it when you grip the tank with your knees. The vibration is real. Now, while it may be bad, it isn't surprising. The KLR is a 650 single-cylinder thumper. It's going to vibrate. You're going to feel it. Just expect it. Now, I think it's time for refreshments at the Bear's Den. Now, let's talk about the Adventure model specifically. One of the major reasons to get the Adventure is for the side cases. These hard cases look like they fit the bike really well, and they're pretty functional. They're not that big though, a little small for camping. So I assumed I could take the bags off and use my own soft luggage, only to find that there's only half a rack here. I have actually heard of people using soft bags with this rack, and they say it works pretty well, but I was just hoping for something more significant. Another one of my pet peeves with these cases has to do with the locking mechanism. In order to remove your key, the lock has to be in the locked position, but the case itself won't close if it's in the locked position. What this means is you have to use your key to open the cases every single time. There's no option to leave them unlocked. And that gets pretty annoying when you're trying to pack all your gear and you forget to put something in your cases. You may have heard that the Adventure models come with the 12-volt adapter and also the USB adapter. But as you can see, mine doesn't have the USB adapter, and I didn't notice this till after I got it home. I didn't know there were Adventure models that didn't come with both. Now, it's not a big deal for me. I have this little adapter. But if it's something that's important to you, make sure that the bike actually has the features that you're paying for if you're getting the Adventure model. Now maybe it's just me, but I really think the high beams on this bike are completely useless. They're in this little section of the headlight that's on the bottom, and I don't notice any difference when they're on or off. And let's just mention this oil drain plug. It is in a terrible spot, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. I do actually know someone who had this sheared off, and I can't believe Kawasaki didn't fix it. As owners, we want to like the bike that we've just invested in. We want it to be good. We want it to be perfect. We want it to be the unicorn that we've been looking for. After only 400 miles, I can tell you that while the KLR 650 is an excellent bike, it's not the silver bullet for my motorcycling needs. There's a little left to be desired, but that doesn't mean it won't take me on some awesome adventures.